Hello, it's your host Jay here with the Over Manga Cast. On this episode, we read a work that I'm not quite sure if it's a state of being or a venereal disease. Blue Box, chapters 1-14. If it has blue in the title, we'll probably read it on the podcast. Honestly, keep the recommendations coming. Keep naming things after my favorite color. Blue Box, everyone. Enjoy!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. My name is Sam, and as always here at the top of the show, we talk about our familiarity with the franchise we read this week. This is a new one for me. I had not heard of this previously, so fresh read for me. How about you, Matt?
I had only been recommended this every time I opened my Shonen Jump manga reader app. I don't know why I said the entire title of it like this is a paid sponsorship. It's not. So read whatever you want. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Do with that what you will. How about you, Jacob?
No, not heard of it.
All right, and Jay.
Never heard about it before.
So yeah, fresh read for all of us as we dive in with our main character getting beamed in the face with a basketball. Great way to start your manga.
All right, we know what flavor of protagonist we're dealing with. Got it.
And this occurred as he was watching his senpai, Chinatsu Kano, in the middle of her basketball practice. Our protag, a third year in junior high, Taiki Inamata, he has found her to be strikingly beautiful and very inspiring with her dedication to practicing her sport. So he has instantly developed a crush on her.
And she's also very nice because she gives him a cot cat.
After beating him with a basketball. Which he then refuses to eat because he is not worthy.
It is too great of a gift.
Yes.
This is also a recurring theme with our boy Taiki. He is very hard on himself.
I think most of the there's like two characters, one we're about to meet and one that shows up later. Two characters who aren't extremely hard on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand, Jacob. This is high school sports. If they're not hard on themselves, who's gonna be? This matters more than life itself.
As is standard.
He's recounting this story to his friend and teammate on the badminton team, Kyo. Kyo, resident causer of problems.
Kyo has done nothing wrong, and I will defend the heck out of this man.
Go ahead. I'd love to see you defend what he gets up to. He is the problem, and I love him for it.
Excuse me, if Keo wasn't doing his job, nothing would get done.
That is true enough. He is
That's
the
why
insider.
Him.
He's the insider of the plot, and we stand.
He's very quick to tell his friend Taiki, dude, she's out of your league. Don't even try, man. Like a true friend.
Well, to be fair, what he was responding to was his friend going like, man, that girl I've never talked to is really nice. I want to marry her and stare at her face every single morning.
That's what I mean. It immediately goes to stalkerish vibes, and I'm just like fully in like protectionist mode because I'm like, as girls, this is why we like hesitate to be nice, because apparently guys immediately latch onto that and say they want to marry us for being nice.
See, that's why you only go after women who are mean to you.
Take notes, guys.
We've cracked the tsundere formula, I guess.
But Kyo is right that Chinatsu is she's a very exemplary person. Not only is she his senior in school, she's also a star on the basketball team, so much so that she has appeared in youth sports magazines. Having both the looks and the personality to be a star and the athletic talent to go far.
Even part of a pedigree at the school, her mother was also a basketball star when she attended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we do get established that this is some like private sports school, right?
Yeah.
think so,
I
just
think it's-
with the
I think it-
emphasis and the fact that as we dive into it, some of the characters have really unique sports they're involved in. And I'm like, this isn't a normal high school.
I think it's just a private school, but it's a private school that happens to
Have a big sports program.
produce a lot of particularly good athletes. So I don't think it's officially a sports based.
It is a private school with a lot of funding for the academics, at least. Or
Yeah,
not, the athletic.
For the athletic
Yeah.
departments. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those academics.
And we learned this because Taiki's mom is also an alum of this school and was on the basketball team with Chinatsu's mom.
Which she completely downplays, by the way. We'll get into this later, but she's just like, oh yeah, I just happened to, be classmates with this girl.
Well, we'll get there because we got to introduce my favorite character who comes up to our main boy while he's going through an entire psychological oh, what's going on, and she just kneecaps him. It's like, ha, hey, what you doing? Because we get Hina Chono, who is the rhythmic gymnastics team, 3rd year junior high, same age as our main boy, and she is here just to cause it.
She is the pestering little sister that goes, oh, you got a girlfriend? Do you like someone?
Taki's two best friends both want to just cause problems for him, and I'm here for it. He deserves people lighting fires under him because he has very understandable, relatable tendencies, at least to me. But God, it's why I hated myself in high school.
My favorite part about Hina is our main boy, he's feeling bad about himself, and he's just like, hey, hold on. You're my friend. You're a girl. Could I get some girl advice from you? What do girls like in a guy? And she's just like, oh, I can tell you. Girls like guys who are super alpha, constantly doing protein, got a bunch of reps, and are just hunks from top to bottom. They look identical to Marcel Nguyen. It's like, oh God, she has a very specific taste and did not accommodate for that at all. She didn't give general advice at all. She just said, oh yes, everyone likes what I like.
I do like the direct quote of "Don't be a beta."
Just don't be a beta.
Just don't be a beta. Which is very good advice, but everything else made it worthless advice.
Yeah, basically.
Be an omega.
Oh my God, please no.
Even better than a Sigma male. You must be the Omega.
My fellow Sigma males.
Taiki is going to the gym after school to get some practice in and sees Chinatsu waiting on the steps. And it's like, ooh, I finally get a chance to talk to her. But what do I say? If I'm just some random guy coming up to her, oh no, but we had that one interaction. So she must know me. And this is everything with him.
He's in his head.
He is so inside his own head, which is why Kyo and Hina are unwelcome but positive influences on his life, because he really does need a kick in the ass to get moving.
He needs his balls busted, because seriously, what he's doing is not good.
It's not positive. No, yeah.
Because what happens as he's in his own head, Chi essentially sniffles once, and he goes, hold on, you have a problem? Let me solve every single one of your problems right now. Have my scarf. Have these hand warmers. This thermos has a bunch of hot drinks in it. Have
You
it.
can't have the queen getting sick.
Everything I own is yours.
Yes.
I'm fine. I just sniffled. It's okay. But I mean, you're kind of charming.
He does also immediately realize, well, that was stupid. I just jammed my foot in my mouth.
Also, more importantly, he then immediately sneezes because he's too cold after he's given her everything. And she's like, you really need this scarf back.
Yes. He literally gave her the equivalent of the shirt off his back. It's kind of too much, dude. Tone it down a little bit.
Yep.
Here, take this scarf back. There you go. Now have a good rest of your day, Taiki. Wait, how do you know my name? How did I know your name? And he looks down at the scarf at the tag where his mom wrote his name.
You have a good mom.
Son of a bitch.
My identity has been revealed.
It's been compromised. He can no longer be cool and aloof.
Well,
as
except
if he
now
was
he's on-
ever that.
Now he's on cloud 9 because he's like, she knows my name.
What?
Ah. Oh. So
Oh.
anyway.
Yeah, we get one of the amazing badminton scenes in this ostensibly badminton manga.
I mean, kind of.
It's
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
third of it's all of about a third of one page.
Yeah, I kind of expected this to be like a blending of a sports manga and a rom-com, kind of like Chihaya Furu, because you get a good, relatively even balance of the Karuta and the love shenanigans in that. But this focuses much more on the rom-com than the sports stuff.
Yeah, I went in this expecting a sports manga and did not receive that in any way. This is
We see the panel of him focusing really hard on doing a smash.
Gotta do smash.
yeah, and then we cut to him desperately trying to do a smash.
Yes. He's trying, man.
He's trying, he's failing. And by trying, we mean he's stalking Chinatsu. Like,
Yes.
he's like awkwardly just watching her out the window as she talks to people.
To
He's
the
having a
point.
conversation with some dude.
Yes. He's competition, though. They seem very buddy-buddy.
Yep. Meanwhile, Hina, that is the owner or the coach of the team. Like, whatever. Yeah, and then Hina sees him and is like, oh, ho, 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 ho. My dear friend, don't, like poor Icarus, do not fly too close to the sun. And that is the sun over there, and your wings are but wax. What?
She has great panels of when she's being a little goblin.
No, because she's 100%. Ah, yes, I'm older and wiser. You're both younger than me and shorter than me. Ah, yes, but I know how women think, and you don't know how anybody thinks.
Therefore, I am your sage. You will listen to my wacky advice. I don't want to.
Also, you know she has a boyfriend, right? What? JK.
Why would you JK that?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, our boy does his full practice and then ends up going to the gym because he forgot something back there. And it's late at night after getting there early in the morning, and he finds our girl Chi just doing shots by herself. I'm sorry, I should clarify. Shooting baskets by herself.
Yeah.
I was about to say, whoa, calling her Chi. Don't get too familiar there.
I'll get as familiar as I want with her. She's doing shots in the gym alone. Girl after my own heart.
God.
She is shooting baskets, still practicing this late at night.
That's dedication. That's so hot.
It is. And she challenges him to a game of one-on-one.
Yeah, she's like, yo, bro, how about we do some one-on-one? And he's just like, oh, okay.
Next panel, him exhausted.
Yeah, we don't see the basketball game. And it's at this point, I'm just like, okay, we're halfway through chapter 1, and they have cut over any 2 attempts to show a sport.
Mm-hmm.
I was relieved. As we know, I'm not too much of a fan of the sport.
Here it is again.
So, the revelation of the true genre of this manga, 1 out of 4 podcast hosts agrees.
But yeah, we get some backstory ing.
Yeah, basically,
she reveals that she's also been watching him practice because his serious-minded drive is exciting to watch.
Yeah, he likes playing badminton because it's a one-on-one game, so everything is winning or losing is entirely on his shoulders. And then the big thing
honestly,
for her,
I vibe with it. That's why I don't play team-based games anymore online.
Yeah, and the reason why he pays attention to her is he happened to the year prior see her practicing after her team had just narrowly missed nationals, and the passion with which she was practicing despite having just come back from that loss inspired him.
Yeah, and by practicing, we mean she was shooting free throws while bawling
Bawling
her
her
eyes
eyes.
out, like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, their hands touch as they pick up a basketball together. They look into each other's eyes, and
Oh my.
Chinatsu just goes, "Oh, yo, thanks, bro." And he's like, "Don't mention it." Which is really a lot of their relationship, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But her hand felt warmer than before because there's a whole thing about how she has a lower body temperature.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
It occasionally is referenced, but so sporadically, it's not like a defining character thing of her yet in what we read. So I don't know.
That feels like chapter 1 early installment weirdness. Like a bit of characterization or world building that they put into their pitch that just didn't end up going anywhere, so they drop it and hope you forget.
They mention it later, but it comes up so sporadically, it really doesn't. Who knows?
Who knows?
So anyway, we get introduced to Taiki's mother, who really, when the only thing I know about this woman is she knows that when she tells a story, she buries the lead hard.
She buries the lead so deep.
Because she's just like, "Hey, how you doing today, my son? I just I cleaned your sweatshirt. You gonna wear it? No, it's hot out. It's spring. Oh yeah, I was just reading this article about this girl from your school. Look how cool she is. You know her?
Chinatsu senpai.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, I used to have a cool like senpai relationship on the basketball team with her mother. My God, what I could do to be a partner with that woman again."
Okay.
Yeah, that was not immediately my read of this situation, but the fact that she was not apparently like, I don't know. I think they clean it up very much so when it's like she never has mentioned at all these mom friends that she apparently has.
I think Taiki's just a bad son. Like he doesn't know what his mom does when she's not making him dinner or doing his laundry.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like it would have come up, her days in high school, the sport she played, because he does reference the fact he's played one-on-one with his mom. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I know how to play basketball. My mom and I would play. It just wasn't for me, Yeah.
Anyway, she's just like, "Yeah, no, my old teammate's daughter is doing so well. She's really turning out impressive. But it's a shame. Work is taking them overseas. They're moving in mid-March, like the cherry blossoms falling off the tree. How I'll miss them."
Like, seriously, I struggle to believe that this woman has never once mentioned that she kept in touch with a former teammate who happens to have a daughter who goes to, like, the same school as you.
This conversation is framed in such a way that could only be a rom-com, because it's literally just what is a crucial bit of information that I will miss by running out and not allowing you to continue a sentence. But for that to work, you have to structure your sentence in such a way that you front load all the ambiguous information first. This is insane to me, because hopefully you've done the reading and we've given you enough time to know what's happening. This chapter ends with Chinatsu moving in with them. So why does mom not start this conversation with, "Oh, that girl? Yes, she's going to be coming to live with us today."
Yeah. Also, but I mean, there is a literary reason for this to add to the tension, because realistically, if he had a background where he was familiar with, her mom's relationship with his mom, it probably wouldn't have hit him like a ton of bricks.
There's also a level of it's delivering. There's also a level of it's delivering exposition to the audience. So some of the odd structure, it's not being said like people would talk naturally, but a lot of stories don't work their exposition in that way.
It's the fact that the tension only works because he left on it, it's a big dramatic sting and then he leaves the room. I'm just saying it makes no sense for mom to structure her conversation that way. Yeah. What's really just Taiki has to be a terrible son, because he's just like, "Hey mom, why you've been cleaning up the spare room? Oh, someone's been going to be moving in with us. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna go practice badminton. You sure it's one of your classmates from your school? It's a girl, only 2 years older than you. This is all information you think I'd have a conversation with my teenage son about. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with Matt. It sounds more like he's just a bad son.
that's the only way that makes an explanation, is that Taiki's mom has just been like, I've been telling you for 3 weeks she's going to be living with us. Why did you forget?
Well, she also wait, no, it can't have been that long because she made the decision last minute. She says that she was inspired by the conversation that they had.
I said 3 weeks is just like an ambiguous thing. I mean, like, she was moving in today, though. Like, that's the thing that happens. Like, it. Unless this conversation happened in between him running to her, she gets on. Like, the timeline for this is so tight.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like as soon as he hears, oh, her family's moving away, he bolts out of the house, runs to the gym, has this big, like, heartfelt declaration of, you have to go to nationals. You can't leave with your family. You have to see your dreams come true. Oh, Taiki, I'm not leaving. What? Yeah, no, my parents are moving away for business, but I chose to stay in Japan and finish school. Oh.
Wait.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave now.
I see the problem. There is an ambiguous time skip in here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's not clear how the time difference between when they have that late night conversation and when he wakes up the morning of the next scene. I read it as it was like 2, maybe 3 days max.
Yeah, I think I just accounted for the time skip in my own head because I'm just like, yeah, this makes sense. That'd be like the first thing you would do next time you see her is like,
because like part of the scene is about the fact that she was inspired by him in that moment, and it was a spur of the moment decision. She's choosing last minute to stay with family friends as opposed to anything like any other option.
I thought it was just kind of like
not because of him.
I thought it just made sense because she's already in high school. She's a couple of years before she graduates. Wouldn't it make sense to not uproot absolutely everything before you graduate?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't... The implication is that she'd be not only going abroad, but, like, it'd be that jarring of a move that it's not, something, I can, still integrate to whatever school abroad and finish on time. Like, it'd be severe enough where it would just, for continuity's sake, make sense to just finish up in Japan, and then if she wanted to join them later.
That's also true, but she does explicitly say that her conversation with Taiki in that moment is the thing that pushed her over the edge of staying. I'm looking at the panel right now.
Yeah, okay. So it is the conversation, but it is not about him. It is about her own dream.
It's about her. Yeah, no. It's her own. Like, he reminds her of her motivation and why she wants to stay, and that's what makes her make the decision.
We're getting in the weeds here.
I'm just saying that seems like a dumb excuse. I've read the same material. I think it's a dumb excuse. Just logically, I'd want to finish my academic career when I'm so close to finishing.
I would. Well, she has 2 years left.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, starting off in a completely new country, new culture, everything, and yeah.
Okay. Regardless, I will. I do have a problem with they say starting this spring she'll be living with us. It's the first day of spring. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's like, hey, by the way, she's living with us now. I prefer my synopsis that Taiki's a bad son, and just hey, we might have someone be living with us soon. I'm cleaning up the guest room. Like,
that's technically possible. I think the manga wants you to read it as a spur of the moment decision, but they technically don't give a time frame, so you can read it that way.
100% the manga wants you to think it's a spur of the moment decision because they don't want you to think about, like, logistically you do need a lot of things for this teenage girl. Our child is going to be living with a family friend. Like,
Also, I had a brief moment of also losing track of the time frame where this segment opens with him oversleeping. And then after after a thing of, let's have another one-on-one match, and, they do a cutaway, it immediately cuts to him waking up again, and I'm like, wait, was that a dream?
I will say that definitely does suffer from chapter 1 page count near the end there. It seemed like they wanted to end on
the comedy sting of this is a wacky premise.
Of him walking downstairs going, I made such a buffoon of myself yesterday. It's a good thing it's spring break. I really think that this is the first day where I don't want to see Chinatsu senpai in my kitchen making breakfast. What?
Oh, yeah, I guess the fact that she's making breakfast is also like, hey, our daughter's going to be living with you now. She's just going to start cooking breakfast right now. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe that makes sense to some degree, but like...
Yeah. She must have only just shown up is the thing. like
it would have to be.
Unless Taiki is so oblivious that... Well, no, because her parents are there, thanking Taiki's mom for her kindness and helping with this and whatnot. So
conceivably, what this could be is they went to Taiki's house early to talk with his mom, like crack of dawn. Like, hey, can our daughter live with you? Don't worry, she'll cook her own meals. Quick, sit down. She'll make you breakfast to prove it. Also, change into some casual clothes. Oh, yeah. Actually, look as housewifey as possible. Mom, why am I doing this? Because her teenage son will be coming down the stairs any moment now, and we really need to establish a scene. Mom, do you think my life is a rom-com? I don't think I know, daughter. What? Now me and your father are going to disappear from existence, and you're not going to feel homesick at any point. Well,
I mean,
yeah, that's how it works.
I mean, she's fully thrown herself into development of her talent for this sport, so not entirely seeing. Yeah,
I do love the establishment of the rom-com BS.
I do love how this manga makes it like actual rom-com BS, because it's like rom-com setups that are 100% in Taiki's mind, because Chinatsu is either unaware or just super chill about everything, that she's just like, yeah, cool, bro.
Yeah, no, she's very, hey, how's it going?
The thing is, she's very, very familiar with him, like, immediately, and I get the I guess I might be the only person who has this impression, but I have a feeling that it's reciprocal. They're both doing the same thing. The ending of our reading is the strongest.
No. I definitely think that she's having a similar level of, oh god, the boy I like is like this.
Maybe. Chinatsu is also, as we find out later, just very casual with everyone.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, like later it's revealed, everyone in my grade calls me by like a nickname. I don't know. But yeah, it's literally like it sets up the rom-com scene of like, I can't believe I'm living with a girl in my home. I'm going to see her do all sorts of sexy things. What am I going to do? Am I going to be shot out of my window by my own nosebleed? Meanwhile, she comes in wearing like sweatpants and a towel, like steaming from the bath. Hey, buddy, bath's ready for you if you want it. Your mom said to let you know. Yo! You reading the new Shonen Jump? Hold on.
The best magazine of all time?
Let me get my face right up against yours so I can see it. Ooh, yeah, you can smell my girl scent off me. That's right, people. If you read Shonen Jump, women will come out of the bath and sniff your hair.
What better advertisement could you ask for?
Oh, I don't think one exists. I've been super busy, so I'm kind of behind. I guess I could give you my copy. Oh, that's really nice of you. You've done a real good job of making me feel at ease in your house. Thank you. I know this must be awkward for you. Oh, I'm happy to help.
Well, now I'm gonna go soak in your bathwater and be real weird about it.
Oh.
Well, no, he's going to go soak in new bathwater and berate himself for being weird about it.
Yeah.
It really is what's going on.
Quite literally, she has touched the same bath as I have touched.
It's him slumped in the corner of the bathroom, berating himself for imagining her taking a bath.
So
Like,
I might be mistaken. I thought a Japanese style bath, you heat it up and like kept the same water. Like that's why you rinse off before getting in with the shower head.
Perhaps.
That depends on the household.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least the homestay that I had, they changed bath waters, so it's like it was not communal at all. It's a regular bathroom.
Well, so anyway, we cut back to my favorite boy,
Yo.
who's just playing some badminton with Taiki, and is just like, "Hey, maybe bring it down 2 levels, bud. You're what is going on here? Also, don't let everyone know you're living with the most popular girl in school."
That
You will get beaten up.
Yeah.
That could cause some problems, to put it mildly.
Meanwhile, Chinatsu's just like, "Man, I was just sharing my bathwater with some dude the other day. Weird, right? Well, come on, let's go back to playing some b-ball, buds."
But this is where we also get when he's not busy being a complete goober of a rom-com protagonist. He is an excellent sports manga protag because he says, I've been thinking that I want to go to nationals myself. Dude, you're not even in high school yet, and you're not even like the best member of our junior high team. How are you going to do that? I don't care if it's impossible. I can still try, can't I?
Well, you do you, bud. I'm gonna talk to Hina for a bit and stir some shit.
Yep. Because the thing I like about my boy Taiki is that he alternates between having way too many thoughts and having one singular thought. And that all depends on if he has a goal before him. Like a singularly defined goal. It's like, can I win this badminton game? Can I help the girl I've got a crush on not be cold in the chilly air? That's when he just like locks in and runs full force forward. Otherwise, he's left with the analysis paralysis. And I resonate with this a lot.
Wow, me and Sam resonating with the same character for similar reasons.
Yep.
Wow.
Who could have seen this coming?
So anyway, we cut to Taiki in his room working out, watching a video of himself. Then he gets a knock at the door as Chinatsu senpai just is holding a bottle of water, looking like she just came from a workout herself, going like, "Hey, Taiki, you're real sweaty and watching a video on your phone. You want company right now? Too bad. I'm coming in anyway."
No, this is probably the most innocent way that this situation could resolve, but
I'm not 100% sure, but I love the paneling in this because the Chinatsu who like opens the door to check in on him, holding a bottle of water, looking like she just came from a workout, has like dripped down hair and looks like she was genuinely like either fresh out a shower or like about to go take one because she's so sweaty and like is very like raggled. But the problem is the second we get to see from Taiki's perspective, she is all glowing and bright-eyed and like
Yeah, because you don't understand, Matt. This is a living goddess.
he worshipped her like that.
You don't understand.
You don't understand. That's part of the problem is he worships her.
Yes.
Yeah, and eventually we find out he's watching videotapes of himself at practice, and she's like, "Yo, I want to see it." It's like, "Yo, bro, you're so good at chasing that cock around the court." Shut the cock.
Oh my God.
Please call it a shut the
stop.
cock.
I'm just reviewing my own VODs. I'm being a real nerd about this. Oh, I
mean,
love
That's
love
pretty
being a nerd
normal,
about
actually, in like competitive sports. Though you have to check your form.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's
but-
exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, that's why I said reviewing his own VODs. Like that's because and she's like, "Oh, cool. No, that's a really important thing, and I find your dedication impressive. How about I watch with you?"
I don't want you to do that, please.
I'm always watching you in the gym.
I can't process this.
I'm giving you so many positive signals right now.
Hold
Why
on,
are
bro.
you still acting ambiguous?
Hold on, bro. Let me go get something for you in a second. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. hey, I got these wish ribbons, which are basically like friendship charms, but for working on a goal. And I got it because I was going to stay in Japan. So I'm going to put one on and I'm going to work until it falls off on its own and my wish can come true. I got a matching pair because in case I had like someone I wanted to be real broy with so that we could both follow our dreams together. I'll always love you. Yeah, bro, like friends.
The problem is Matt's interpretation is very right. On top of my interpretation of, dude, she's DTF. She's sending all the signals. Just go.
Well, yeah, no, there's literally only two possible explanations for the way that she acts. Either she has already convinced herself before she was even living in the house that they're basically siblings, or she likes him. Those are the only two options.
Or she's incredibly chill. Like, that's the other. She's just so incredibly obliviously chill.
But at the same time, there are nuggets where she like leans into she's not oblivious of like dynamics. I have to say she's kind of like just being careful that kind of like he's in his own head and he's like overanalyzing every situation. She kind of is like trying to see the situation from different angles as well. It's like they're playing chess with each other. It's weird.
They're both playing chess with each other, but neither of them knows that it's a two-person game somehow.
Yeah.
which is the standard rom-com setup. How about that?
They're both playing chess with each other, but neither of them knows how to play chess. Also,
they're just being respectful of potential boundaries and complicating factors.
Maybe.
when you're both playing blind speed chess, but neither of you know the rules.
I think this is a good time to point out as we go into chapter 3. Do the rest of you love how the cover pages for this manga seem to be from a different manga?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. This is from the cover pages are from like some real girly pop stuff,
Which is not who Chinatsu is by any. It's like,
yeah.
yes.
Look at all these beauty products and this very extensive getting ready routine in the morning when she's very tomboy.
But
yeah. we have to have the girls be cute on the covers, otherwise people won't buy the volume.
100%. Like, so anyway, we get our first little bit of tension. Tension is got the biggest quotation marks around it.
It's rom-com tension.
It's not even rom-com tension, is though, because this would be like an actual setup for a rom-com, except Blue Box isn't actually a rom-com. Taiki just thinks he's in a rom-com is really the problem. Like, just actually having a conversation would resolve so many things.
Seriously.
Which I know in a rom-com actually having a conversation would resolve it too, but there are two parties in a rom-com that are misunderstanding, not
not one who has no idea what's happening.
Because what happens is Hina's making fun of Taiki because he's working out because he wants a girl to notice him. And she's just like, yeah, well, hey, it's okay.
Oh, you're trying to get buff so a girl notices you? No, I'm trying to get buff to, I'm working out to distract myself from a girl noticing me. I mean, what?
Oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about a girl noticing you. I mean, there might even be a girl here who'd want to, oh, hey, Chinatsu, you showed up. Hey, dude, you left your wallet at home, man.
I mean, thank you for finding the thing that I dropped on my way to school.
Yeah, I would obviously find it on the way you dropped it because we walk the exact same path because we live in the same. Oh, bro, I got you. You got a little honey behind you. Okay. Well,
Wait,
I'm gonna be cold and distant for the remainder of this chapter.
It's not what I said. Oh, she's walking away.
And I don't know why I'm broing her up so much, but it's really
me neither. Because she immediately reacts when he does it the first time, and she seems actively disappointed about. He has a girlfriend, which again,
I don't really get that read is the problem. I genuinely am seeing she's actually really chill about the situation, and everything Taiki is doing is misreading her. because long story short, this does come to a conclusion at the end of this chapter where they have a very civil conversation.
Where he's like, where she's like, "Oh, I thought you were doing that because
you have a crush on the rhythmic gymnastics girl. Like, she's cute, man. I understand that could cause some tension if she thought you were like dating me or something. I don't want to stand in the way of that."
What? Her? No, never. I have a crush on a completely different. I mean, that's not the case. Oh, okay.
Like, the only thing she reacts to in that conversation is at the end he calls her a dummy, and that kind of just makes it a really playful conversation, which is just their chemistry. I think she was genuinely going like, "Oh, yo, you've got a thing for this girl. I don't want to mess that up for you.
Yeah.
I can understand how that would come off. Like, I'm going to take a step back." I genuinely don't get anger from her. I get Taiki doing what he does constantly, which is overreact to a situation.
Yeah, I mean, that was my read as well, just because it seems like they're constantly over analyzing and viewing the situation from their perspective vantage point, being overly generous.
There were enough panels that combined with stuff later is the reason why I read her as being genuinely meh, because there like obviously there are parts where like it's from his perspective, so he's like viewing her like a goddess, but a lot of the panels where she was like being distinctly cold to him didn't have that sort of like Taiki view filter, so they come off as more genuine to me.
Yeah, I guess the problem is I take her at her word when she said, like, she seems very genuine when she's like, "Oh, like I was just staying out of your way."
I think in all honesty, it's probably the situation where Taiki is far, like, because I really do think that they both like each other and they're both doing the same thing. I think Taiki is way more extreme, both in how invested in their relationship that because it's like, I get from her that she's like, "Oh man, that really sucks. This guy I like definitely doesn't like me back. I guess that door's closed. Oh well, I guess I can wingman for him." Like that's what I get from her in that chapter.
That's sort of what I got too.
I'm just gonna have to disagree with you, I guess, is where I'm at there.
Yeah, there's later stuff. There's later stuff that reinforces, but we'll get to that. That's several chapters down the line.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we need to have a soft introduction to our shonen / love rival.
The other starter who's just here to start.
This chapter also has a great panel where you're like, "Hey, you know that Hina, like, little goblin character we introduced? I think we really missed the mark here. It was important for you to know she's really hot." So
yeah. We don't point out enough that she is exceedingly athletic.
Yeah, she is. So they have like an entire
like dancer one-piece
She's
outfit.
She's a rhythmic gymnast.
Yeah, leotard, Sam.
Yeah, leotard. That's the word. I was blanking on it.
That dancer one-piece outfit, the Bon Clay tutu.
It was like, here, have a basically full spread of her in the leotard doing an elegant maneuver.
Well, it's
that's specifically juxtaposed against Chi.
Chinatsu being very
perfect foil.
Being very shonen-y with her basketball otaku-ness.
You have cute tomboy and you have like traditionally cute
elegant dancer.
I love how the panel of Chi focuses so much on her face that it's not clear whether or not she's wearing short sleeve shirts or if she's wearing long sleeve shirts over her hands while playing basketball.
What's her arm doing?
I don't know what her arm is doing there, actually.
Actually, is she hitting the basketball away with her wrist? That's not how basketball works. What is going on there? I forget if I've said this in the episode yet, but I have a running theory that the mangaka doesn't know how to play badminton or basketball, and the manga is just like a challenge game to see how long it can run before they have to learn.
I would believe that.
Me too.
But yeah, there is at least 2 full pages of characters in the background commenting on how hot Hina is. Like, and there's even a scene where she goes up to Taiki and goes, I understand what it's like to be charmed by the sight of something so beautiful.
You're not allowed to say that about yourself.
Oh, what's wrong with you? And then he just like locks eyes with Chi, and she's like, yeah, I do understand. He says that part internally because Taiki is not allowed to have self-reflection.
No, he isn't.
Not positive self-reflection. He has a lot of negative self-reflection.
Oh my god. It's so strange. Well, yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later when Haruyu becomes a real
yeah,
a
we
real
said
character.
this is his chapter. He's barely in it so far.
It's a soft.
It's his introduction, yeah.
Yeah,
But this is really about establishing Hina's place in the story, which is
her place as secondary love interest, inevitable paired spare with Kyo,
which is introduced here. Like it was vaguely hinted at, but in such a way that it couldn't be confirmed by anywhere. This is, hey, she has invited herself on a date with you. Like,
yeah. Hey, you're walking home. I'll walk home with you. I guess. Oh wait, crap! Chinatsu's gonna be walking this way soon. I can't let Hina see. Yeah, sure. Let's go. But let's be quick.
Let's
otherwise,
go far away.
Otherwise, the foot traffic will be here.
Oh, hey, let me pet this dog.
I would pet the dog as well.
Oh, hey, let me look at this food.
Are you gonna? Okay, well, if it'll hurry things up, then I will buy you this taiyaki.
Whoa. No. That's too much sugar. I can't go over my daily caloric intake because I need to be very clear about how much I weigh. That is very crucial and it is very important.
I mean, she's a gymnast. So
yes,
yeah.
No, 100. Like this is a valid reason to be like watching calorie intake. Like this is
yeah.
But the problem is, Taiki immediately goes, "My God, you've never looked more attractive to me." Like it's literally. You work. It's just you restrict your daily caloric intake like it's second nature. God damn, is that hot?
You work so hard to your goals.
I'm scared.
Damn, you're pretty awesome. I love the panel of that.
So this is me picking up. He legitimately, as it's said by other guys, they find women who work hard towards their goals very attractive.
Yes,
that's his philosophy.
Well, not just his. I mean, it's just the guys in this manga, the sports guys in this manga, all
like women who work towards their goal. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Yeah, just like you're a rhythmic gymnast, you actually care about your like body performance and your weight. That is the hottest thing ever.
Conveniently, Hina's like things she's striving for is to be as hot and like physically fit as possible. Like
it's very competitive in gymnast world, so yeah.
Wow, you're being so sentimental and oh, it's so cute. I'm never complimenting you again.
You ruined it. You made it weird.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Taiki, you got me on a compliment high. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make your love life work. Oh shit. Oh no. Is that Chinatsu with Haruyu? Are they on a date? What?
Get over together. I love how he immediately short circuits as soon as he sees them together. Just like, bro, it's literally the same situation that you're in right now.
But it's unacceptable because a woman is doing it.
What?
Taiki is a bad son.
He is. He's extremely sexist, but also not.
I'm gonna have some thoughts later about the qualifier tournament, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
See, I thought Matt was developing a bit, but
no,
they're not extensive thoughts, but yeah.
I mean, he does immediately laugh it off as, haha, we're just friends and we're walking home together. We're in the exact same situation they are, so it's nothing to worry about. Haha, yes, they're just friends who ended up dating, walking together, and we're just friends walking together, right? He and I think you're taking something different than what I'm taking away from the conversation.
Yeah, they're definitely just friends. I've got nothing to worry about. They are talking together in the gym the next day. Oh God, they're really close, aren't they?
Yeah, and it like this entire chapter is just Taiki noticing how close the two of them are and how they have a lot in common and how he calls her Chi. Like,
because he literally sits next to her in class. This is her classmate.
Yeah, this is an entire chapter of Taiki being in his own head.
Yeah, we have the whole thing with him overhearing Hikaru calling Chinatsu Chi. He enters a jealous rage.
He runs the entire way home at like 6:45 at night so he can be back by 7 or it's at 7 or something. It doesn't matter.
The exact doesn't matter. It's him being in his own head and catastrophizing.
And he runs home because Chinatsu said, "Hey, I forgot my key. You mind if I just wait until you're done so we can head home together?" And I'm like, what a weird situation, because clearly what you would do is just give her your key. Because then she would be home and could have the door open for you. But that makes too much sense. Also,
that doesn't
be together.
That doesn't allow for comedic romantic misunderstandings.
Exactly.
He's also a stupid junior high student, so.
Yep. Or she's just super chill and was just like, yeah, whenever you're done, I mean, I'm just gonna lay back, take a nap, maybe.
I'll just be vibing.
Yeah. Well, not that. This is school grounds.
God damn it.
She's not that chill, Sam. Yeah, and like the whole time is when she gets back, she's just like, oh, hey, bud, I checked for you like around and all the badminton players were still there, but you'd left. Hey, I don't want to embarrass you about this, but like, it'd be embarrassing if I'm wrong, but can I ask you, did you run the entire way home?
So that you'd be here to open the door for me?
So that I wouldn't have to wait outside for you? If so, that's pretty cool, man. Good job.
Nope, just getting in a last workout on my way home from school.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man.
Which establishes my man's pattern of self-sabotage. Literally every time she gives him an opening of, hey, was that thing that you did really sweet? Because that would be awesome if it was. Nope.
Yeah, bro, man. I mean, I'll pay you back a favor anytime.
Taiki, you need to just take the W's when they're handed to you, man.
He doesn't know what to do with a W.
He really doesn't.
Speaking of chapter covers that are just from a completely different manga, this doesn't even look like Chinatsu.
For chapter 6, yeah.
Oh, and this is where we get introduced to, like, he's got to go up against a regular. And they pretend for any amount of time they're going to care about the badminton plot is the first chunk of this chapter.
Yeah, I still had a bit of hope that we'd get something.
Because they're setting up, because he's up against Haru. And he's just like, oh, that's the guy. Well, I guess we're doing a big match. And like they have some cool badminton shots that to some degree don't actually look like ways shuttlecock would behave. They look more like tennis shots, but you know, I could believe it.
Yeah, look, it's been a good 15 years since I last played badminton, but you know, shuttlecocks have a very distinct way of moving.
Yeah. Yep. So they basically breeze over the entire match.
They have some action panels to give the idea of a badminton match.
They breeze over the match. The important thing here is the characterization it does for Taiki, which I do like, because, you know, he's getting flattened. Haru is way better than him, but like, just when Kyo's getting worried that he's getting like discouraged about what's going on, he goes over to talk to him and he's like, Kyo, didn't you see how close I was to returning that last serve? I'm getting better. I'm starting to get up there, man. I can do this. You're really behind. No, I'm gonna keep going as hard as I can.
You think winning this match is gonna make her like you?
Nope. I really love badminton. I gotta get in there.
Oh. Cool, man.
He's in single-minded mode again.
Yep.
Except they then have the scene where he goes to tie his shoelace, notices that the like wish ribbon that Chinatsu gave him is starting to come undone, which means that like his dream's coming true. But he's just like, nope, I don't want this coming undone on its own. I'm going to tuck it underneath my sock so it doesn't unnecessarily wear, so that it keeps maintaining its integrity.
As he keeps advancing one step at a time. And I do really like this because he still ends up losing the match, but the thing that is important, also the chapter covers, chapter 7's cover.
Chapter 7 cover.
Chapter 7's cover. Oh my god. That was the
Chapter 7's cover. The mangaka has a type. Like
Chapter 7's cover, because it's like I was just arrowing past the chapter covers, but then I see Chapter 7's cover and I'm like, wait a minute.
Chapter 7 is not Chinatsu. Like,
no, that's a different girl.
The cover, Chinatsu has brown hair, but she has just like obviously white in the manga, and it just makes her look blonde.
But that's manga code for blonde.
Yeah, and personality-wise, they feel so different because this one's just her hugging a stuffed dinosaur while laying back and looking cute.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't feel like her vibe.
Yeah, it's not tomboy enough.
Nah, she's not sitting back with a baseball cap tilted backwards and cracking open a brewski. Nah, that's not my Chinatsu.
But no, I do really like the resolution of the match with Haruyu, because Taiki is talking about how he's really frustrated at losing, but Kyo points out, I mean, yeah, it's frustrating that you lost, but in the entire second half, you outscored him. I mean, I still lost in the long run. Yeah, but dude, you're not getting it. You outscored the top player. If you had just done that in both halves, you would have won, but that's not winning. Okay, man. You know what? Keep reaching for that goal. And conversely, Haruyu is like, I'm so frustrated by that. But dude, you won. Yeah, but he outscored me. He's my Kyohai, and he's not even that good.
There's strong parallels between these two because they basically have the exact same reaction, where they are both dissatisfied with what they did. Because
they're the same guy with two different ends of the confidence spectrum.
Yeah. Like honestly, it's they wanted to play better is the problem. And Haruyu 100% was dominating in the first half, and that kind of got him bored with the match. Seems like his personality. So when he like goes into the second half and is just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna win, so let's get this over with. And then he suddenly gets overturned and like he gets into a situation he can't come back from. He's just like, well, fuck. Why'd I like let off in the second half?
There's also the element of, and this is something that's more explicitly stated later. I don't even think I'm not sure if it's hinted here, but one thing that Taiki tends to do is he'll play safe in the first half and study his opponent, let them tire themselves out, and then surge in the second half, which this is...
That's alluded to here. I think
it's stated later that he's doing it on purpose in like the tournament matches, but he didn't realize he was doing it here. And I think Haruyu to a degree is like, this kid has a lot of talent. I shouldn't have been that cavalier with him.
I should have just crushed him so that he knew his place.
That's probably what he would say to Taiki's face.
Which really he probably should have done, because really. So anyway, because Taiki did a good job at practice and moved on his goal, he gets rewarded by a date, because this is a shonen romance manga.
Yeah, it is.
Like that is a 1% thing. This is in no way shoujo. This is so clearly from a male perspective. Like it's not even kidding.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So guys, if you do a good job, you get a date.
Yep. He gets rewarded by going on a date, a badminton date in the park with your manic pixie dream girl. But whoa, she doesn't actually know how to play badminton. Oops.
So it's going to be you teaching her, and won't that make you look cool and strong? And she's so cute with her fumbling. I'm being reductively
Well,
mean. It is cute.
But here's the thing. I could genuinely see that being Chinatsu's character arc, is she wanted to do like the cute, make the guy feel good about himself. Like, oh, better
Yeah.
teach me how to do it. But Taiki's so competitive. He's just like, this is such a waste of my time. I don't have time to teach you. I'm already not good enough. Go get your boyfriend Haru to teach you.
Wow.
What is this energy? It's very unattractive, bro. I'm back to
Wow.
seeing you as a friend. Let's crack open some brewskis.
You're not wrong.
I will say, one sort of important thing is where Haru is concerned specifically, it is not just Taiki catastrophizing, because both of his friends also have the same opinion on the situation. That is worth noting. Haru later on will also get involved in this in a way that I think is f***ing hilarious.
It's so funny.
Yeah. And like, this does get some closure at the end because he sees that Chinatsu has a little tag on her bag that just says Chi, which is her nickname. And she's just like, oh, whoa, what's that charm? Did you get it from like some kind of boy? And she's like, oh yeah, I got it from my friends in class. Everyone in class calls me Chi. I'm just super chill like that. My nickname's what everyone prefers to call me by. In fact, if I had like someone I was living with who I was like really close with, I would expect them to call me Chi. Yes, senpai. I would expect someone you to be very close to you. Call me. By the way, I'm going to walk home alone because it's very awkward for me to walk home with a girl.
Oh, all right. Sure.
There's that good old self-sabotage again.
God,
Yeah.
man.
And like, this is like one of the first times we get Chinatsu's like inner voice,
Mhm.
and it's not purely from Taiki's perspective. And this is her going like, it may not mean much to you. So that's how it looks to him. And I say inner voice, but all of those three bubbles are so vague and you don't see her face in any of them. You could read them any number of ways. So like,
It's exceptionally ambiguous.
yes, it's almost like I want to end the chapter of my rom-com with things that get people speculating.
Well, speculate a little bit longer because we are about halfway through the reading, so I think this is a good place for us to take a break.
Yeah. Yo, bros, go ahead. Crack open a few brewskis, especially if you're driving a car. Chinatsu's all about drinking and driving.
Don't. No, we.
No.
The Over Manga Cast does
Cast
not
does
support
not-
this message.
The Over Manga Cast does not endorse road beers.
Those are called road sodas, so the cops can't catch you. Chinatsu out.
And welcome back to the show, folks. Where last we left our protagonist, he continued to self-sabotage in incredibly more intricate ways, and we're only 7 chapters in.
Protagonist or wet cat?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. And he's only going to get more wet cat as we open up chapter 8 with him going up to see the national qualifiers participating members. It's starting off with a doubles tournament. His doubles partner is literally the best dude and his rival, Haru.
Also, we say rival. This is the most one-sided rivalry possible. Like,
Oh yeah. It is one part rival, one part bullying older brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, this is way more of a teasing older brother relationship. Well, we don't know that yet, because the thing is, the last time they interacted, Taki impressed Hiryu, and he was really mad that Taki did so well against him. So it's not completely one-sided. And then Haru proceeds to stoke all of the flames of insecurity that Taki has.
oh, Haru goes full older brother right here, because he's just like, oh, I'm pinned up in doubles with you. Well, guess you're gonna work your ass off because I'm not letting you drag me down. Meanwhile, Taiki is just like, I don't like playing doubles. if I play doubles, the other partner just drags me down. And I'm like, okay, Taiki, get over yourself. You got to play a team sport sometimes, bud. And Haru's just like, hey, you've got a crush on Chinatsu Kano, don't you? Well. Oh, this is going to be fun. Because someone who's not willing to give their all on the court could never be worthy of her heart. He then proceeds to hang this motivation over Taiki's head that causes him to just be completely useless at school the entirety of the day after practice that morning.
I do really like how every time they're practicing, like Haru will point out some weakness in his form or in his swings, and Taiki's just like, okay, and begins adjustments.
Understood. I'll work on that. And then he does. Yeah, because I mean, one of the things that I really liked about Taiki's character, and like not so much as like personally liking him, but like the way that his character is used. One of the big things about him is he's always struggling with the idea of like, is this motivating me to get better at the thing I care about, or is this a distraction? And one thing that Hiryu is really good at is, taking those things that can be distractions and actually making them proper motivations. Because he really does sort of twist the knife and imply that, oh yeah, I am your love rival and you'll never beat me. Like, because that's the look he gives him. And it's revealed at the end of the chapter, and hopefully you've done the reading. He does not care. He has no stake in that.
He's got no horse in this race.
He's got no stake. I shouldn't say he has no stake in that. He is in fact friends with Chinatsu.
Yeah, this entire chapter is a bait and switch that this is going to be standard rom-com nonsense where he's just like, oh, you like the girl that I'm dating? I'm going to bully you, or else I'm going to I'm essentially blackmailing you with the fact that you like her to do all this stuff. And he's like, and now I'm going to bully you in front of this group of older upperclassmen that she's a part of. You see this loser? He can't do anything. He's a terrible first year who can't do a single thing right. Isn't that hilarious?
In the same breath, he kind of like gives him accolades of like he shows like tenacity and promise.
No, it's literally a setup. Like, it's like, yeah, here's everything that's awful about him. Page turn. And that's why I think he's going to be really strong if I train him right.
I've just gotta,
I just gotta break potential.
Just gotta break him a little bit.
Gotta break him down to build him back up.
I mean, like a prize stallion. Like,
well, it's like the chapter goes on. It becomes pretty clear at this point that it's like, yeah, he's a ball of talent, and I'm gonna mold him. And like the conversation continues, and Taki is in his own head because, of course, he is.
People are talking around him, and it's really cute because there's a scene like as this crowd is just talking about him, but around him, not to him. You see Chinatsu in the background with her like little dotted, like, so she's not actually saying it. She's mouthing it. You're doing great. You're not messing up. Good job. This is how social situations work.
Oh,
and Taiki's just like, oh, I thought they were bullying me, but this is just friendship. I don't know how to deal with this.
Well, and it's the end of the chapter where it's revealed that no, this is not friendship. He's decided he's your older brother, and he is going to older brother at you very aggressively. And I fucking love it.
Hey, Taiki. Looks like I just got a message from my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, your girlfriend. What do you mean, your girlfriend?
What do you mean you're two-timing Chinatsu? What?
No, I've been dating this girl for about a week. Yeah, I had my eye on her for a while. I thought we wouldn't get anywhere because she's real into her showbiz passion, but that's what really pulled me towards her. I love seeing somebody with ambition who drives towards their goals. And she asked me out, and now that's going pretty well.
Yeah, and man, Chi, you were a lifesaver because you took me on that shopping date where we found makeup for me. I don't know what this speech bubble means. I'm going to be real honest.
I think
it's probably stage makeup that he's helping with or something.
I think it's a poorly worded way of like she gave him girl advice so that he could buy an effective gift for his girlfriend?
It would have been hard for me to go shopping on my own for makeup and stuff. Okay. So yeah, I guess he's buying her makeup as a gift.
Yeah,
it's either buying makeup as a gift or it was because
or like running an errand. She asked of him, but he didn't have any.
I think she mentioned it. I think he mentioned it being an errand. It might have been stage makeup for showbiz stuff.
It's something, yeah.
But then we clear up why they were hanging out previously so that we can assuage all fears of the audience. And
Taiki's just like, wait a second. So he wasn't dating her and he was just making fun of me this entire time? And he goes like, looks like it's going to be a while before you can get a girlfriend.
Boom. Well, it looks like you've been adopted. That's your older brother now.
me looking at the 150 and ongoing chapter count of this manga. Yeah, probably.
Honestly, it's not like they're going to talk about going to nationals.
But
man, it's been a while since we've had some genuine rom-com nonsense. What kind of things do you think would happen if you were living with an older female classmate?
What? We took each other's gym uniforms in the morning.
Oh no, we better find a secret place to meet up so we can swap our gym uniforms back. Man, it would sure be terrible if I didn't get distracted. And then I guess she'd have no option but to wear my gym uniform. And then everyone would see my last name on her shirt. I can't handle this.
But no, I love the comedy of errors that this becomes because it's it's like, all right, where do we meet up to do the exchange? How about the AV room? All right, I'll meet you there. As he's going there, Haru waylays him. It's just like, all right, we're going to do some practice. I mean, it's lunch period. I already ate my lunch. Look, I've got something important to do. Bye. Okay, thank God I got rid of him. All right, AV room. Just nobody's here. I just gotta find Chinatsu, and oh God, all of the rhythmic gymnastics team, including Hina, is here. Why are you all here? We're having a club meeting, dumbass.
I love how this entire thing is Taiki making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Because genuinely, Chinatsu's is like, hey, did we accidentally swap bags? Could you just come to my class and bring it over? And he's like, oh, we should probably find a place without a lot of people. Let's go find a secret place to swap bags. Okay.
It's very Adam West Batman. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, sure, bro, whatever. I mean, I literally can't wear your clothes. They're a different size.
But I love he drops the outfit, and before Hina can pick it up and notice Chinatsu's name on it, he's like, don't touch that. Why not? Is it something scandalous? I haven't washed my gym uniform since last year. Oh, God!
Boom. Leave. Get out. Be gone.
Wait a second. You're one of those losers who doesn't change for gym. You just wear your gym clothes to school. Ew.
I wore it without washing it.
Oh my God.
Get out of here.
Gone.
I love it.
Here was something that I meant to mention earlier when it was brought up in the manga context. The reason why Hina is the one in particular that Taki does not want knowing about all of this, because he specifically wants her to not know, is he's concerned that she's a gossip and will tell everyone. I don't know how she'd react to finding out that they live together.
He's not wrong though. There's been little inklings that she is kind of like a busybody though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She seems like the type who would.
So yeah.
So yeah, I love how they go up to the roof, and it's very like manga. Like
as is tradition, you must go up to the roof and have really deep conversations.
I love this because they actually have the keep out sign stopping people from getting to the roof. He makes a comment, hey, how did you even have the key to get up here? These doors are locked. And she's like, oh, I got the key from my friend in the astronomy club, one of the only groups of people who might have the key to the roof. And it's just like, man, I love how they're like, yeah, we have to do the rooftop meetup scene, but are also acknowledging it's incredibly impractical for these kids to be meeting on the roof.
Yep.
Also, my bro Chinatsu is just like, yo, thanks for the shirt, man. Well, I'm going to change now. And he's like, oh no, it's super sexy when girls change. And she's like, no, it's literally I just stretch out my shirt and swap the shirt out underneath. Like it's just go ahead. It doesn't matter. He's like, no.
You're making it weird, guy. You're making it weird.
You've probably seen this 1,000 times. No, I'm gonna keep an eye out in case anybody else is coming. Which means I can just hear the sounds of ruffling cloth and imagine all the sweet, sweet midriff and thigh, baby.
Oh, God.
Making it so lewd. And she comes around. Yeah, thanks, bro. That was just a real quick change. Really glad you waited. Like, lifesaver, making sure I didn't have to accidentally wear your clothes. That would have been embarrassing. Oh, thank God you were really quick. I would have put my pants earlier. Why would you tell me that?
That's basically what he says.
That was a dialogue you said to me, not an inner thought. What the hell?
I'd have been in big trouble if that took 10 seconds more.
Yeah. And then she's just like, yo, thanks, bro. Lifesaver. And then he goes like, it's like she doesn't even realize I'm a dude. Oh
my God.
And I'm like, pick a lane, buddy. Like, what is going on here?
Do you want her to be like very casual with you, or do you want this very demure? He wants both. Who am I kidding? He's a high school boy. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to have his cake and eat hers too.
He's not eating hers. He's a high school boy.
No, given his personality, I am convinced that the reason why he's doing this is the fantasy that she might like him is better than asking and finding out that she doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's why he's not,
Or worse, the fantasy of being with her is better than the actuality of it. Like,
because right now there's no commitment, so it could be whatever.
Because like that's what that scene that just happened was the idea in his head of her changing in front of him was so much better than the like actual logistics of it. It's like it's actually not that interesting. Like he's just a weirdo.
Yeah, but he makes it weird for himself and everyone around him. But it doesn't have to be.
The fact that he told her
steps.
The fact that he told her if you'd spent 10 seconds longer, I would have been in trouble. I'm like, what a weird thing to say. Like,
and she's too polite to call him out on it because she's like, yeah.
In trouble about what? After that unnecessarily sexually charged scene, we have...
It was all happening in a teenage boy's head. It's exactly as sexually charged as it needed to be.
As it would be, yeah.
Sure enough. Taiki is too horny to sleep, so he goes out to practice his badminton swings in the yard in the middle of the night. We have the panel of him swinging with intent. And then
call it.
Mm-hmm.
he's doing something with that wrist. I don't know where I'm going with that one.
I don't know what's happening with his arm. I'm going to be honest. That doesn't...
His elbow is in a place that it shouldn't be.
His arm is 90 degrees in like a downswing, and I'm not... maybe a backhand? I don't understand. But
hard to tell, but Chinatsu shows up talking about how, hey, you're outside this early practicing, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, hey, you must be pretty sleep deprived because it looks like your shirt's inside out. And because he's sleep deprived, Taiki just swaps personalities and it's just like, oh, yo, bro, thanks for the note. Let me just swap that out. Oh, by the way, working on my six-pack, right? And she's just like, my God, I've now noticed you are a sexual object.
Just him taking off his shirt right in front of her and her being like, oh, mm-hmm.
Delicious.
She doesn't mind getting changed herself, but this freaks her out. Yeah, because she didn't remove her shirt in front of you. That's the different story here.
He was being considerate, and this just highlights again how different guys and girls are. My
She's
God.
Just like,
she was doing the thing designed to not actually be naked.
Oh, you've got a six-pack. Cool gains, bro. That must be all the strength training you're doing, right? Haryu was saying you're getting jacked, right? Yeah. Yep. Let me drink a beer off those abs.
God damn it.
I mean, we're all thinking about it. At least I was thinking about it.
Let me drink a beer off those abs.
They have a cute moment anyway.
You can grind meat on those.
Yeah. Twinks with abs.
After whatever that was, Chinatsu does a little bit of pressure
Like a
point,
pressure point thing to calm you down.
or she just wanted to poke his head and hit him with the placebo effect. I don't know.
Column A, column B.
Yeah. There you go. I did a pressure point to relieve all your tension. You did? Huh. All right, guess I'm gonna go to bed then.
Yeah, and before you go to bed, bro, just don't even fret, man. You've got like 3 years ahead of you. If you don't win this year, then you got next year and you got the year after that. You got plenty of time to be a champ. You don't got to rush it all right now.
Can't believe you would say that to me. Don't you know I'm a shonen pro tag, and if I don't achieve my goals right now, then that means they're basically worthless. Also, because I've kind of subconsciously tied achieving my goals to getting you as my girlfriend, that means I'll never have you. I'm going to bed. Oh.
Wow. What the fuck, bro? Man, good thing he's gone, though. I can break open my six-pack.
Oh.
So the preliminary tournament sure does happen.
This scene is hilarious because this is when it was already pretty clear. This is when it's objectively clear that this is not a sports manga and it doesn't give a shit about badminton. It also 100% doesn't give a shit about basketball because we've not heard basketball mentioned since like chapter 2.
Erp.
I'm sure there will be a plot arc with that later. And we will get to see all of the basketball plays. Yeah.
All of the baskets.
My favorite part is when Chinatsu teams up with Bugs Bunny to do a slam dunk against the Monstars.
My favorite part is how we have the opening of the preliminary doubles tournament. And on page 1, we have panel round 1, panel round 2, panel round 3, advancing to the top 16. And even Taiki is confused as he goes, huh? I mean, yeah, I'm here. Obviously, we're going to get to the top 16.
Yeah, I'm the best player in our school. Like,
I just didn't expect us to actually, like, skip 80% of the tournament arc, dude.
Yeah, I want you to be clear. There's a huge skill gap between us, so I have been carrying you this entire time.
Huh.
Well, that's fair.
That's fair. I have no confidence in myself. Hey, who's this weirdo with the mohawk?
Oh, he's a side character that I didn't even learn the name of. That's just Matt. I'm not sure why I did that in Harya's voice.
I like Ichiro a lot because solely for the fact that he calls Haru Harry Senpai. And that makes him based.
Ichiro,
He also tries to dropkick Harry Senpai.
He does.
Ichiro would be like the obnoxious sidekick character in any other sports manga.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Except
the
this
buddy
is-
rival.
Yeah, except this isn't a sports manga, so he doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah. He's very love rival.
yeah. He's just like, excuse me, you said that if I beat you in badminton, you would give me Chinatsu Kano's contact information.
I said that it would be if you beat me in an official match.
Oh, so you know Chinatsu Senpai?
Oh, yeah, I know Chinatsu Senpai because one day when I was walking in the halls of my junior high, I lost my wallet and then she found it and gave it to me and she looked just like the Oshinoko character that I have on my wallet.
Wait, hold on, what anime? What anime do you watch?
That's not important. Either way, my anime romance dreams were coming true.
I love because Taki actually asks what anime is that, and Haru's response is don't show interest.
Do not engage. He will keep talking about it, please.
As someone who has been that guy, yes, he would.
Ben, Jake, you still are, my dude.
He has been that guy and he will continue
Exactly.
will-
Live
I'm
your truth,
him.
King.
Yeah.
I've been him. I will continue to be him.
Live your truth, King.
But yeah, they basically set up that he's just like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna crush you in the doubles tournament. It's gonna be me and a partner versus you two.
And then you'll finally give me Chinatsu's numbers. And then the partner walks up and says, hey, I wanted to calm my nerves, so I ate some cake. Oh god, my stomach.
And he gets taken away in an ambulance. Never mind.
Good thing you already got through the preliminaries, huh?
I'll just grab a pug so we can have our 2-on-2. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll go up against you in the 1-on-1s. Dude, I'm top seed. I get to skip the 1-on-1s. Look, if you really want this so bad, just fight my partner here. Who?
Like Taiki. I'll give you her contact info if you beat him or whatever. I don't care.
And no, I do really like how Hira's like, specifically, I will ask her if it's okay.
Yeah, 100%. This is, hey, here is a standard plot line, except every single time he's like, and then I'll give you her number after I ask her if it's okay to use her as a prize. Because it's just like everyone just offhandedly goes, and we will ask this woman for consent to be the prize of this fight.
That's why I don't have a ton of complaints here. I have a few when Kyo shows up, but here is fine.
The vibe to me is it's setting up this to be like a rom-com nonsense where the woman is the prize, except everybody in this is just like, well, obviously that would be super weird and we're going to ask her permission.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, and I mean, like, 100%. Taiki is not on board with any of this, but Haruyu is like, hey, like, from the look on his face, he doesn't say this out loud, but he's like, hey, Taiki, is this motivation for you? This makes you want to do better, doesn't it? Little brother?
It's like they do the subversion, and I like the subversion. It's just that in, like, the next chapter, Kyo kind of plays it straight, and I'm like, but you had the subversion. Why'd you gotta undercut it by playing it straight?
I will say the subversion is literally just them going, but obviously we'll take care of the things that make this that make this weird.
Yeah.
It's very offhanded. Like it's kind of meta almost. Like it's saying, yes, this is the stereotype, but here is what we would actually do in reality that makes it different.
Yeah, it's why this is a low level complaint. It's not like a deal breaker or anything.
It's actually very similar to the situation with the roof. It's like it's checking verisimilitude boxes because this isn't like there's nothing fantasy or magical about this. This is presumably the real world.
This isn't a stereotype from when people were in high school in the 80s and they didn't lock the roofs so people could go up there and smoke. Like that. It has been 30 plus years. Oh my God. It has been 40 years.
All talks of such concerns aside, we have a scene where Taiki returns home so trapped in his own head he doesn't even announce his presence, which means that he is completely unknown as Chinatsu and his mom have a very topical conversation about him.
You know what my favorite part about this manga is? So far, it has not passed the Bechdel test.
God, you're right, it hasn't.
The Bechdel test is a stupid test and means nothing.
I know, but still.
Yeah, it's essentially he waits outside because he hears they're talking about him, and they're essentially having a very adult conversation because it's literally just them both speaking as equals. Like, yes, I do believe that when I talked to Taiki earlier, I might have hurt his feelings. You're a very intelligent girl who's not at all interested in my son romantically, and that makes me feel much better about you two sharing a roof as both being teenagers. Really, this seems like a concern I should have brought up beforehand. It's kind of weird how I have no opinion on this situation at all.
Yeah, I was really worried that when I said that he's got plenty of time, I was kind of downplaying his drive and saying that, like, it's okay for you to lose, which it's not what I wanted to do. So I'm worried I kind of pissed him off with that. Look, that's a reasonable thing to say. Even if he's mad about that, you can talk to him. Yeah, but maybe I'm just broadcasting my own insecurities. That's when Taiki walks in, like, all right, I'm done with this actual mature conversation. I'm interrupting.
Knock, knock, knock. I'm home. I'm coming into the room now.
Which is said in such a way that he was up against the door when he said, I'm home. So it's clear he heard this conversation. Like,
neither of the participants in this conversation will react.
The mom kind of has like a sweat drop of like, okay. Like,
you heard
this
part
is
of that,
fine.
didn't you?
I'm not going to push his buttons because, as we've established earlier, I have a terrible son who doesn't actually pay attention to me.
Anyway, yeah, I won the doubles tournament. I'm going to win the singles tournament too. Man, what did you get so boastful? I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And then we have the exciting badminton chapter, right,
Yep.
guys?
Yeah.
I love how the cover photo for this is actual Chinatsu sitting like a prize in the middle of the basketball court field.
Yeah.
In the basketball field. I don't know what I'm talking about. The field of basketball. We cut straight to him shaking hands with Ichiro. Like,
all right.
So we don't see any of the rest of the tournament. We just assume that they get here because narratively that's how it works.
his singles tournament is literally his goal. Like,
Yep. GLHF, am I right? Am I right, love rival? That's right, love rival GLHF. How did we skip to this point?
and we get 2 panels of them actually playing the game, and then we cut to the back, like literally not even the stands, the back of the stands, because that's where Kyo's standing, because he doesn't give a shit about his friend.
The peanut gallery of Brox.
Also, Chinatsu's only there because they were having a practice game next door. Oh man, yeah, I didn't come here to see him or anything. This was just a complete coincidence.
Whoa, but have you noticed how Taiki has developed his strategy? He's feeling out his opponent in the first half, just focusing on defensive techniques. So that way, he's got the download, and he can win in the second half. His technique has really improved. Whoa, yeah, his technique is really improved. Damn, she's cute when she talks about technique improving. I can see why my boy Taiki likes her so much.
That's such a weird page.
I love Kyo so much. He's just like, I am gonna wingman hard. He's got good taste. Not my jam, but you know, I'm not gonna yuck someone's jelly.
He's got good taste, and I will wingman for him. I want my boy to succeed eventually. I must razz him first.
And by wingman, I mean I'm just gonna cut all the pretense these people are dancing around. Hey, I just want you to know those 2 guys are fighting over you. They're gonna get your phone number as a prize.
They're doing what?
Yeah, you know Haru, your friend over there, he's doing this to mess with them. Also, I should clarify, Taiki's not gonna get your phone number as a prize. He's weirdly
got that.
He's weirdly white knighting you. I that's kind of weird, I understand, and he's kind of like defending your honor or something, or just being jealous. It's very unclear. Could you just like fucking throw him a bone? Like he likes you. That should be obvious. Like go to the aquarium or something.
No! Not that! I literally had a fear reaction when I saw the word aquarium. I'm not gonna lie. God damn you, Fujimoto.
Hey, babe, you want to go to the aquarium?
No. I love aquariums in real life, and I will not go to them any less in real life. But if it's a manga, no.
Nothing bad ever happens at the aquarium.
Like, when did the cultural shift happen? Because it's like, do we not go to zoos anymore?
Chainsaw
When
Man.
Chainsaw Man happened.
I know, but I mean, did this come out before or after Chainsaw?
I don't know. We read it after Chainsaw. I don't think this is a cultural thing. I think this is an us thing.
Just checking, because I never know.
I think this is a trauma localized to us and this podcast. Anyway, there's an entire page of Kyu trying to like backtrack from what he did to like being like, well, actually, it's not that he likes you, it's that he's incredibly easily to be influenced, and he really looks up to you, and he's doing everything because he wants to impress you. I realize what I've just said is that he likes you, but we're gonna give you some wiggle room to not understand me, because will they, won't they? But he's been working.
I couldn't influence him like that. No, you don't understand. This boy is clay.
This boy is rock hard every time you talk to him, muscle wise.
Mentally, he's clay.
Yeah. So like, I'm just saying he's working hard, and I think if he wins this match, I think he deserves a little reward. So I mean, take him to the aquarium, take him behind the like steak shack, little 1-2. Nope, aquarium. Let's go to the aquarium.
Okay. To be clear, hopefully you've done the reading and know this, but Matt is making this significant. It's already weird, but Matt is making it more weird than it actually was.
He does flat out say she's a prize after saying, "Hey, you were a prize," and she got offended by that.
Like I said, it's already weird.
Then Kyo's just like, just be a prize. I think he deserves it. And she's just like, and then we get a weird panel of them pretending they care about badminton, but it's really just Chinatsu going like, damn, he's hot. Okay. If he wins, he goes to the aquarium, which is interesting because he seemed to score at not a winning point, but very close to closing the game up immediately before she said that. So it was a foregone conclusion. And because this manga doesn't care about badminton, it cuts to the end of the match saying he won.
Him winning by a single point. No, wait, no.
No, he wins
2
by
points.
a bit more than that, yeah.
Because he's ahead by a point, and what's his name? Mohawk boy.
Match point is 21, and
Ichiro.
Mohawk.
Yeah, Ichiro's like, okay, I can't let him get another point. I'm going to use my secret technique. At which point,
you don't see the secret technique because it just ends.
Taiki's like, I know what your secret technique is. I counter it, and now I win.
So I wouldn't blame you guys for this because the manga doesn't care. In badminton, you have to win by 2 points.
That'll
do it. Like they got.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, fun fact about me: I actually not like played badminton, but my family had a badminton court, and I enjoyed like sending and receiving shuttlecocks. I never actually learned the sport. I have no idea how badminton works other than I enjoyed kind of sort of playing it.
That's fine. This manga doesn't teach you.
You did play it in like gym? We played badminton in gym class.
We didn't have that at our...
No, actually, I think we did do at least one. I think so.
We did a lot of dodgeball.
I mean, dodgeball's cool. We also did dodgeball outside of school, probably in ways that would probably get us canceled today.
My middle school just had a fight pit.
As established over MangaCast lore.
Taiki and Ichiro say GG. Taichi actually does not win the singles tournament. He comes in second place against Nishida, the guy who is like second place behind Haruyu. That has been mentioned about twice.
Because we're pretending that this is a shonen. Or no,
we're pretending this is a sports.
We're pretending this is a badminton manga.
And then we get my favorite scene in our reading, which is he's walking away from the crowd. Our girl Hina comes over here. She's made up a cute nickname. She's calling him Seki because he got second place and he's Taiki. So she's mocking him, but in a cute way with a little heart. And you're like, ooh, what a weird turn of phrase. This isn't just antagonistic, Hina. What's going on here? And he's just like, hey, I'm not really in the mood. Could you really just lay off? Like, that's kind of weird. And she's just like, whoa. You did a really good job for like your first time. For you, that's really impressive. Just like,
why are you being so condescending?
I'm just, hey, you'll get to participate in the prefecture tournament. You've got nothing where to go but up. I'm really proud of you. And he's like,
yeah, that's really cool and all. Hold on, my phone is ringing. Oh God, it's Chinatsu saying she wants to go on an aquarium day tomorrow. What?
Oh, wow. Since when are you two so close?
I have no idea. Look, it just came out of it. I have to respond to her right now to say that yes, I accept. I'm doing it. We're going it. We're winning this.
What? Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. This will be your first date.
Hey, hold on. You're right, but don't say that. It makes me sound unmanly.
Hey. No, you go, man. This is your first date in your whole life, so make sure you wash your clothes. You don't want to look like a dirty boy.
Yeah, hey, hold on. You get back here. Okay.
Oh, man. He is really doing so well. I am so happy for him. I'm glad all of this is working out so well for him. This is great. This is great.
Ina? Why do you look so angry right now?
Oh, well, angry? I'm not. Oh, man, did I gain weight? Oh, that would make me angry. And I'm like, ooh, I love where this is going.
Let's go. This is what I'm looking for.
What is wrong with you?
We love the drama, Jay.
This is
How
the
do you know?
juiciest drama.
Oh my god, but when I say that I love the drama, everyone just tells me, no, that's too far.
No, everyone agrees with you. In what situation has anyone said you've gone too far?
Taiki goes home and does push-ups on the stoop because
he needs to psych himself up.
His mom opens the door. It's like, just come inside already.
Please come inside. Your dad and your grandfather are drinking and watching the TV. I'm doing all the chores because I'm a Japanese housewife.
I love the way that she opens the door, sees him doing that, and says, just come inside already, which implies she was like this.
Please stop. This is embarrassing.
It's not the first implication that she was like this, because I forget when it happens, but there's a moment where she's like very scatterbrained, trying to do 20 things at once to make sure that everything's perfect for him. And he's like,
before going to the doubles tournament.
Right, yeah. And Taiki's like, damn, I really am my mother's son, aren't I? I'm gonna take a sip of this water. Ah, crap.
And then he spilled it all over the clean towels that she had done for him. So, yeah, I guess he is a bad son.
Mm-hmm.
Headcanon confirmed.
And then he has to go into his room and memorize fish facts before he goes to the aquarium, because I guess he's Asa from Chainsaw Man.
I was going to say, that's how dates work.
This is the most Chainsaw Man I've ever seen.
Which doesn't make the fact that they're going to the aquarium any better.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's also, at least he goes like, oh, geez. You know, I'm not going to memorize fish facts. That's bad. I should focus on what I'm going to wear. You know, maybe I shouldn't focus on it too much. It's probably not a big deal. That's weird. I heard a noise from the other side of the wall. Oh, Chinatsu's still awake and it's getting really late. Is she preparing for our date?
Ooh la la.
Should I have told my mom I'm going on a date with the girl who's living in our house? No, I'm going to not tell anyone about a potentially weird situation, actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old, but me reading this is just wondering, like, I would hate to be the mother in this situation. Because I've got to call my friend who's living across the sea and it's like, hey, so my teenage son might be romantically interested in your daughter. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this.
They're gonna continue to live in the same house for how long are you gone?
Oh, 2 years? Until she finishes high school?
Well, we already have an arrangement. So, yeah.
Well,
You just found yourself arranged and married.
I hope.
Congratulations.
I hope you wanted to be grandparents.
Excellent. Well, you see, they were on the same team. So, yes, they're breeding a legacy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it did.
I don't want this manga to do that. Please.
Legacy.
The problem is you might be right.
Anyway, he because he stayed up late debating what he was going to wear so long,
debating what he was going to wear and going, God, I hope she wears a dress. That'd be so hot.
Yeah, he winds up oversleeping, and then despite all the time he spent preparing his outfit, he proceeds to wear the exact same fucking outfit every manga protagonist wears on a casual date. Like literally the t-shirt and black pants with the button-up shirt draped over it and the shoulder bag.
I'm
Like,
just saying, you want a girl to not think you're trying too hard? Just wear whatever the hell you normally would wear. It's not that deep.
a school uniform?
Yes. Yes. That's how she would know.
It's the impetus of the woman to dress up, and that's why Chinatsu actually wears a dress, and he's like, oh, so hot.
It's not the dress he was envisioning, but it was a dress.
It is a date dress at the very least. Like it is.
How is it a date dress? That's a regular like spring/summer dress. Which just kind of like hammers home how guys are pretty basic. You don't have to dress up that much.
I'm saying the girl behind her is wearing like a weird like
she's wearing the
shirt.
She's wearing the jorts of a dress.
she's wearing jorts and Crocs.
Oh my god, that is man repellent. Jeez,
I'm just saying, like
I don't think she's that into you, dude.
The scene she is dressed up for. Also, looking at this, I guess she's standing on a weird platform, or she's like a giant.
Well, this is one of the scenes where it's from Taiki's perspective, and he's deifying her.
Yes, she is glowing. Or we're just taking it as diegetic, and she is a giant.
Yep.
She is actually a deity.
She might be.
The goddess of bro.
Oh my god, she is just the reincarnation of Dionysus.
That has implications, and you know what? They're interesting implications, so I want to see where this goes.
So anyway...
nothing bad ever happens at the aquarium.
Nothing bad actually happens at the aquarium. They just have a moment, basically.
Yep. I want to know who bought that boba tea she's drinking in the cover, because that has implications on what kind of date this is.
Well, you see, if she ever had the boba tea, we don't see it in the actual manga proper because, will they, won't they?
Will they, won't they? But we need her to look cute for the cover, so here is a boba tea. Meanwhile, she's just going like, oh man, aquariums are really fun. I love tiny fish. They're adorable. And he's just having like dark thoughts. No, hold on. This is just a regular date. I don't want to set up weird expectations. She probably doesn't even think this is a date. She probably hates me. Hey, I just took a picture of you because you're so cute and I love this little like keepsake of the date we're on. Wait, did you just say that it's a date? Not in those words. Oh, do you want to look at penguins? I would love to look at penguins.
I love penguins.
We all fucking love penguins, Sam.
Chinatsu should have brought Denji to the aquarium.
Yeah, really.
He could have looked at the penguins.
Take the penguins home.
Yes.
Did you know that the penguins at the aquarium are free? Anyone can just take them.
I have 500 penguins at home right now.
Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, and they have a cute moment where they're looking at the penguins, then they each like take a sideways glance at the other, then notice they're both looking at each other, and he turns away immediately, and she's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because we can't know if Chinatsu is just bro or into this.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I don't know. This scene is really funny to me because it has so little payoff, but it's clearly like a will they, won't they scene. A little kid is running through and not paying attention to his mom and not looking, and runs straight into Chinatsu and knocks her into Taiki, and their hands slightly brush up against each other.
Whoa, whoa, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Like it's...
You're saying there's hand holding in this manga?
No, not even hand holding. There's hand bumping. They bump knuckles.
They allude. To hand holding. There is no intersection. There is no intersection, but the parts do touch.
Oh my god. Yes.
This is just the tip of hand holding.
Yeah, and then Taiki goes like, next time, I want to come here as a legit couple. But for now, I can't tell her how I feel. I still need to make it to nationals.
All right, time to go home. Wait. She keeps grabbing me to stop me from walking away from scenarios like this.
Hey, yeah, the thing is, I actually did want to talk to you about something today, Taiki.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Yeah, so Taiki, I'm sorry. The other day when I told you that you have next year and the year after that, that was really insensitive of me. I'm not sure if you overheard me talking to your mom about this exact situation. What I said was really insensitive. We haven't had a chance to talk since. And like I don't want to let this lie unresolved, and I really want to get to the emotional core of this. I wanted you to know that I am sorry, and I wasn't intending to hurt your feelings by saying you've got 2 years to make it to nationals.
Oh, she doesn't realize I was listening in on that conversation. I mean, it's cool. I didn't think that at all. You know what? It's fine. In fact, if you ever want to talk to me about something hard again, you can just send me this cute little sticker online.
Little penguin emote.
I think I'll send it now.
This is the part where I'm like, yeah, I really don't know how you can't interpret the idea that she's doing the same thing, because she gets this, like she gets this thing, she immediately sends it, and then starts hiding behind her phone. And it's like, yeah, it's from Taki's perspective, but like the body language is still what it is. And he's like, oh, you want to tell me something? Then she's like, she starts saying something, she balks, hides behind her phone again, and then says something non-committal, which is what he does every time.
You're a good housemate, bro.
I'm a good... Yeah, okay. I guess we're really going no deeper than that, huh?
Also does a pose in that dress that I would not do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that, but you're right.
Yeah, she's like a good housemate. I guess that's good enough for now. And that's the end of our reading.
That it is. So, favorite character. Mine... God, it's hard to say. It's either Hina or Haruo, because both of them are grade A monsters. I think it's got to be Haruo. I liked his dynamic with Taiki, where he became the older brother that isn't entirely committed to rookie crushing. So if you pull through, it's actually going to make you stronger. Just something about that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there is a lot to his character where it's like he's only on Taki's side when it comes to Chi, if he's good enough. Like there is I do get a strong friendship between him and Chi when he does the whole like it's a bet thing. He also mentions, not to the participants, but he mentions to other people that it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to ask her if I want to give her contact info out, because I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win this.
Yeah, and I think there's also a strong thing of like, he doesn't think she'd mind. Honestly, she's pretty chill. I'm sure I could give her digits out. Like,
I think Kyo even mentions in his mind, like, she's just going to say yes. She's just going to say yes.
It's like, yeah, I mean, she'll just turn someone down if she's not like she said she's not interested in a relationship until she like does better at basketball. So it's like,
yeah, it is very much the case where a lot of this is making mountains out of molehills is kind of like that's what this genre is. That's literally the point. Like that's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, that's what makes Haruo my favorite character. How about you, Jake?
Well, I mean, you picked Haruo, so I guess I'm gonna go with Hina because it's like I gotta say I don't really think there's a character I disliked. So I could make an argument for any of them, but boy, Hina. I love the dynamic. I love the setup here of oh no, she likes him too. Mm-hmm. And just like I always love the goblin character. If the goblin is a cute girl, that's even better, but like that's also the reason I love Haruo, because he is also goblin.
Yes.
But that character was selected, so just to be different, I'll go with the other goblin.
How about you, Jay?
I love Kyo because he was honestly the most based. entire
It's
series.
really based.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't, and I mean this in the nicest way, he wasn't like trying to sabotage or trying to advise him the best way.
He's just trying to get him out of his own way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to, like, it
He's
appreciated his character because he was a breath of fresh air in like a hormone raised environment, and he's just like, hey, maybe it wouldn't be a great idea to, you know, immediately like pounce on this girl who's super popular and you're kind of giving stalker vibes here. Maybe you should like approach it more reasonably.
pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes a little bit. He was the voice of reason in many, and I appreciate that. And he also advocated when he was just like, hey, you should give him something as a reward as well. You know, your contact information is on the line. So maybe, you know, you guys, you know, went to the aquarium or something. He's a true friend and I love it. It's good to see.
He is the homie.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing. To a large extent, I really do think that Kyo is the kind of friend to Taiki that we are all the kind of friend to each other. Because we will give each other all of the shit.
Sometimes people need to know they're wrong. Like,
and we will needle each other out of our own way when one of us is doing something stupid.
yeah, like when I yell at Jacob that he doesn't get to talk to my friend that way when he's referring to himself.
Exactly.
I can't complain because that's true, but also Sam.
Listen, me telling you the same thing lets me not tell myself that, and that's how I cope.
Oh.
Anyway, Matt, favorite character.
Oh, I don't know how you could have heard me this episode and not known my choice was going to be Bronatsu. I love Chinatsu so much. She is the best main character of a rom-com because she doesn't know she's in a rom-com. She's just so chill. She's not here to cause drama. She's not here to catch feelings. She's here to have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, she's just such a breath of fresh air. She's just a normal fucking human being.
I don't know, surrounded by a bunch of weirdos. Like, honestly, I got uncomfortable for her in several instances because I'm like, is this really how, like, guys function? Because I'm just like, I think there's seriously something like...
This is how guys transitioning into high school function, yes.
But it's crazy because, like, I don't... And that's why I'm like, I was trying to like puzzle together, like, how do girls handle? I feel like girls don't out so awkward, like outwardly horny like this.
I don't know if you've talked with high school girls.
Yeah, but back on the subject of Chi. Yeah, the thing is, whilst I do feel that it's pretty overt that she feels the same way about him, the thing that Matt mentioned about her being normal, I think that is the big difference between these two characters, is that she's in the same place as him, but she's like sane.
I'm just saying, they say girls mature faster.
Rather than getting completely wrapped up in the quantum mind loop of her own brain, she's just like, oh, this is what he's doing. Okay, that's disappointing, but sure, we'll move on.
I genuinely, I think there's probably also a vibe of her that's like, she's already decided that she cares more about basketball than being in a relationship. And I think that provides her with some like...
An out.
Not even an out. I think that just gives her like a foundation to be on, that she can just be like, I like spending time with him. He doesn't feel like he's asking me to be in a relationship. He understands that would be awkward considering we would continue to have to be roommates. Not roommates. Kind of roommates?
Housemates.
Potentially roommates, if things move that way.
Basically roommates.
They were roommates.
They shared bathwater.
Their lips have touched the same cup at least once.
Maybe, potentially.
But with that in mind, plot predictions. It's a rom-com, so...
The only thing I'll say is they've made it so aggressively clear that they don't care about the sports angle. I worry that they're going to spin their wheels too much because that's how these sorts of things always die. is when they refuse to let there be actual like forward movement in the relationships. And if they just have a conversation with each other, most of the tension goes away.
See, I think they can kind of spin the fact that they're skipping over all the sports stuff in a way to mess with it a little bit. It's like, sure, Taiki goes to nationals and so does Chinatsu. And then it's like, all right, cool, we both achieved nationals. What now? Our ambitions are gone and now we're just left alone with our feelings? What do?
No, 100% they go to nationals. And because nationals does not take place in their small town, their teams are both in adjoining hotel rooms.
There you go.
And they're split boy, girl. Except for some reason, the rhythmic gymnastics team is also there. So Chinatsu needs to go in rooms with Hina. And Hina, being the bro that she is, comes to terms with the fact that Taiki likes Chinatsu. And it's just like, hey, you know, I always liked you, but I'm willing to take this bullet and I'll bone Haru for you. It's like, he has a girlfriend. Hina, you've really misread the situation. Oh, what? Yeah, can you just stay in the hallway? Haru's girlfriend is going to come in. You're really out. It's like, oh. And then she has to sit awkwardly in the hallway while they both go. Man, I don't know why I just really beat on her there.
Why are we putting Hina in the cuck chair?
So for this episode of the Over Manga Cast, Matt is completely unhinged.
Jay, do you have something to save this?
Nope.
Okay.
I will say I genuinely think probably what this series needs is like some actual drama, because I feel like in the 14 chapters we read, everything kind of was like a false start to there being an actual problem, which I feel like the seeds have been planted there for Hina's character, and that she hasn't come to terms with the fact that the guy that she was into but wasn't ready for a relationship with and always thought that she was better than him, so he would always be there. But now that he is interested in some woman that she views as like high value, she's now suddenly threatened by that. And there's kind of like of course I'm happy for him now that he's moving on to better things and not with me. That's not even a thing I'd considered being upset about, but I guess I'm mad about. And that's like the closest thing we've had to real stakes, because kind of what we've had so far is setting up a rom-com thing and then
very
like,
popcorn.
And then very like wholesomely washing over it, kind of is a thing. Like we set up this love rival, but he's not actually a love rival. They were just on a date because he's trying to find stuff for his girlfriend, you know?
Yeah, that kind of dovetails into the would you continue reading for me? This wasn't as no stakes as My Wife Has No Emotion.
That would be impossible, because
that's the Mariana's Trench. That bar is set so low.
Exactly. I feel like I didn't get enough of a sampler of this manga to say whether or not it's actually caught me. I feel like I need a little more to know exactly how much I, would give it about it to continue reading.
That being said, Sam, we've read basically
14 chapters,
almost 2 volumes.
Yeah.
The second volume goes to volume 16, which I breezed over to make sure we'd picked a good stopping point, and there's not. I would have said we'd change the chapter thing if if
it went anywhere.
Yeah. Soft no then.
Yeah, no, I'm sort of in the same position. There's a lot of this that is stuff I really love, but my big concern is, because in all honesty, I love this kind of relationship drama. Like, I want to see more of this sort of thing. But if it is just all of these ships passing in the night moments for 160 chapters, that's going to wear, honestly, it's already starting to wear thin in the 14 chapters we read. The way that you dodge that problem is by having a thing that is ostensibly the primary issue, which it should be the sports thing. but it doesn't care about the sports thing. So my big concern is that it's just not going to go anywhere. It's on my very extensive list, but I've said many times at this point that the list doesn't mean I'm going to continue reading, because we read an arc of manga every week. So like reading things on its own is very rare for me. I want to read more, but it's probably not going to bubble to the top of the list anytime soon.
I got books to write and gunpla to build. How about you, Matt?
I don't know. This is kind of my trash. Like I love the bits where it's like rom-com plots and then they like subvert it. But like I am the one who brought up, I felt like there are no actual stakes, which is kind of what I love in something like that. Like, you've heard me do an Oshinoko episode. I dive into the trash when that shows up, but like,
yeah,
this is kind of aggressively wholesome. And that has its place. And this was a fun read. And I feel bad saying like, no, but like, this is a very mid for me. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed there isn't more sports in it, because I love me some sports manga, and this manga seems to aggressively not care. So,
unironically, if this hewed closer to Chihaya Furu, I would care more.
Or even something like Haikyuu, but with the romance plot, you know?
Yeah.
So you mean Haikyuu?
How about you, Jay? Would you continue reading?
So I don't know. I'm actually between like both of your takes, just because as everyone knows, I am not a huge fan of sports anime, but I will simp for sports anime where either I'm very familiar with the sport, like Blue Lock, for instance. I played soccer, I understand soccer, and so it's entertaining for me. I did not gravitate to Haikyuu that much. I can't really pinpoint why, because I also know volleyball, but it's just, I don't know. I think something like, I like the rom-comminess of it, but at the same time, the rom-comminess is, I don't want to say it's generic. I want to say, I agree with Matt's point. It's just kind of mid. There isn't anything in this particular series that, you know, makes me want to gravitate towards this in particular.
Yeah, nothing hooked you.
Yeah, nothing really hooked me. I enjoyed it. I would recommend to check out if you are looking for something to read. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, this is mid in the most like actual meaning of mid. Like, it's inoffensive.
Bad.
It's like white rice. Like, white rice is good. It doesn't have any flavor. So I feel bad.
Blasphemy.
You're objectively wrong if you think white rice has like flavor.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Well,
I love a nice hot steamy bowl of rice.
In aggregate, it's mid.
While those two get into it, thank you everybody once again for tuning into the Over Manga Cast. As always, you can find us on all your social medias, where we are at Over Manga Cast.
You can also find us on YouTube, where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Those episodes go up on a 2-week delay. So if you want to catch up to our up-to-date stuff, you can head over to overmangacast.com. And on the site there, it even has a place where you can give us comments, send us recommendations, whatever you want.
And as always, we appreciate reviews in any and all forms. So go ahead, find a place you can review us. I don't know where they are anymore. But iTunes, or not iTunes, I don't know, Apple Podcasts. Go ahead, rate us 5 stars. Go ahead, do it. Your podcast app might even let you do it. Check right now. I don't care if you're driving, do it. Overmangacast@gmail.com if you want to send us some recommendations or just tell us we're cool. I mean, we're great for it. We've got Halloween coming up, so if you've got some spooky recommendations for us, go ahead and send them our way. And as always, Sam, I know you've been going down a bit of a rabbit hole about how the government's hiding the fact that the sun rotates around the earth, and that actually we all encased within a ice wall. We've picked up some media to really combat that argument. What are we reading next week?
Listen, you are all sheep. Flat Earth is out. Expanding Earth is in. The Earth was actually like a fourth of its volume 60 million years ago. Jake, have fun with that one. Next week, we're reading Orb on the Movements of Earth, chapters 1 through 13. If you're keeping up with the show, read that and have a good night, everybody. I'm getting out of here before Jake has an aneurysm and kills me.
Goody goody, love it.
I'm getting out of here too. Good night.
Woo, good night.
So first of all,